So hi everyone, welcome back to ESCXTRA. I'm here with Lauri from the Rasmus, who is representing Finland in Eurovision this year with Jezebel. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Did I pronounce your name correct?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I recognize myself there.
That's good. That works for me. So how are you? You must have had like a crazy week.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Last Saturday, we won the national finals in Finland and were chosen to represent Finland for the Eurovision. So that's awesome. We are super happy about that. It's really a big deal for us. But this week has been pretty hectic. Yeah, I've been like going from a photo shoot to another, a video shoot, interviews, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
meanwhile, I've taken all the free time to write new music as well. So busy.
At least. Yeah, well, I can imagine that it's been super busy. Yeah. So you've been like, the Rasmus has been a very popular band for quite some time. Why did you decide that this was the perfect timing to do UMK or Eurovision?
Honestly, we've been struggling like the last couple of years pretty much. Like we were almost about to break up with the band. The guitarist Pauli Rantasalmi, he let us know last summer that he's leaving the band, and that was horrible news because we've been together for 28 years something. It's like a lifetime friendship, and this band is very important to me and for every one of us. So we've been struggling. Then the COVID situation has been bad. No concerts in 2 years. Horrible for all of us, all the people of the world. But I started to think that I want to have a challenge. I want to do something exciting, something fun. And then I thought about Eurovision, and I came up with this song that sort of had this uplifting, positive vibe. So I texted the guys of the band, like, listen to this song. Now we're taking part of the Eurovision. Are you with me? So that's how it started.
And they were with you?
They were, yeah. They all thought it was a great idea because something we haven't done. It's exciting, it's a challenge. And also now that we have a new guitarist, Emilia, who joined us last September. She is amazing, and we're having such a good time with her. But also now that we have something to conquer together, something to fight for, it feels great because it's getting us together as a group more and more, because we are doing every day something for this. So it's all good now. I think sometimes you gotta go really deep and low and rise again. That's what it's all about.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that you kind of had to reach that point now, do this, but I'm glad it's all bringing you together.
Yeah, but I mean, it's in life for artists, but for anyone, like, you learn to appreciate things when you don't have them. It's just humans are like that. I mean, I wish I wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually trying to do something like that every day, like to stop and think about what I have and like be grateful for little things like, oh, look at that tree. Isn't that
yes.
pretty? Like something like that is just very normal. And you just like, yeah, this is how it's always been. But it's really a miracle, this life and everything in it.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that. And the blue skies. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it's good weather.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I would love to talk about your song Jezebel. How would you describe it? What is it about?
Originally, the inspiration for Jezebel came from the Bible. There's a character named Jezebel, this woman who was very bad woman. She was like she was a murderer and a traitor and like bad things, but although at the same time she was very attractive, a beautiful, very clever woman, and she was kind of a rebellious character from those times. And I just find her very um, inspiring person, and that was how the name came about. But I think the song itself, it's a tribute to everybody who are like strong-minded, living their lives, making their own decisions, like being rebellious, maybe going against the grain, being brave, and like taking risks in life, and something like that. So I think I'm a good example of a Jezebel myself, because I have always made my weird choices in life. Always not being normal, but I've gone pretty far and I've had a good life. So I think it's like about yourself, how you have to take your chances and like make it good for you, for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Yeah. So what was the songwriting process like? Because you wrote it with Desmond Child, right? What was it like?
Yeah. That was last summer. I got an idea of the song, and I contacted my good friend Desmond Child, who's a legendary songwriter, producer from the past. He's amazing. He's had 6 number ones on 6
Wow.
different decades.
Wow.
6 different decades. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, he's close to 70 now, but he's written maybe the most hit songs in the world. He's great. So I'm honored to know him, and I called him like, I have this idea of this song, and I want to win the Eurovision Song Contest. Can you help me? And he was like, yeah, I can help you. Come to Greece. I'm here with my family on an island of Folegandros. And then the next day I took a flight from Hawaii, where I live, and I flew all the way from Hawaii to Folegandros in Greece. It took me like 35 hours to get there. And then we wrote this song in like 3 hours. Yeah. But I think whenever you have this kind of clear visions, like, this is what I want to do, this is how it's gonna go, it's really good. And it's important to listen to those like inner voices you have. So I think it was like my struggle, my way out of the struggle, what to say, like going through all these kind of bad things in the last 2 years, like all of a sudden things fall into their places and the planets are aligned.
I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, so the song was written with Eurovision in mind.
Yes, it was. And that was another thing that was so much fun, because we know that, the song can't be, for example, longer than 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can think about it in a different way and be creative in a different ways, because you kind of know the format. But of course we want to sound like us, we want to sound like the Rasmus. But I think maybe because these things in mind, we were able to sort of write a song that represents all the best side of the Rasmus. It wasn't something that we did like 2 years ago or 5 years ago. Maybe it reminds us of something that we did like 20 years ago. So it has that kind of Rasmusy vibe, but still it's sounding fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh but timeless, basically.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So of course, last year Blind Channel did really well in Eurovision. Was it kind of like a rock band doing so well? Was it kind of inspiration for you as well?
Of course. I mean, I followed very closely their journey, and I was really proud that they made it to number 6. It's a really good position in Eurovision. And other bands too, like Lauri, the monster band from 2006, they won the whole shit. So I was like, I felt so proud to be a Finnish guy. Then I was like, oh my God, these monsters, and they're so crazy. And I'm so proud to be a Finn, Finland is known for its music. though we are quite small nation of 5 million people, still a lot of bands come from here. So it's great. But I have to say that even though we are a rock band, and last year was a rock band from Finland, in this UMK, the national finals, there were all the different music genres represented, and they were all great. You know, there was this very urban sound. There was this very like mellow sound, like different styles. And they were all great. And the competition was really tough for us. We really had to fight for the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, you did win, so that's great. Yeah, so why would Jezebel be the perfect song for Eurovision, to win Eurovision?
Please, can you repeat?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Why would Jezebel be the perfect song for Eurovision?
Well, it's hard to kind of define. I mean, it's just about the feeling in the song. I think there's a lot of emotion, like in the melodies, how they go. You can feel it, but also the lyric at the same time is quite wacky and wicked. And there's like, it's kind of funny in a way. There's a little bit of humor in it. So it's like, I think it's the whole combination that makes the song what it is. And I think also our performance, we want to bring the thing that we are actually having a lot of fun on stage. We want to show that. So we're actually working now to improve our show even more from last week. We still have like 10 weeks to go to be in Italy. So I just want people to feel how we feel, you know.
Yeah, how you feel when you're performing the song.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so we are running out of time a little, so I only really have one question left, which is, do you have a final message for your fans at ESCXTRA?
Well, I'm hoping to meet people soon. You know, it's been this Corona times really tough for every one of us. I can't wait to see people on the tour, because we have a lot of gigs coming towards the end of the year. We're going to be touring all over Europe first, and then all over the world after that. So I can't wait to finally be in the live show and concerts. It's coming.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and follow us at ESCXTRA on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And have a nice day.